Hi Felix, good afternoon, how are you? I understand that you are quite busy at the moment, so that's why I made this video, and I was just trying to answer a few questions you and your sister had before. Yeah, the East Quarter in Hurstville is actually developed by FKP's subsidiary. Okay, let's look at FKP's website. This is the FKP website. You can check it out. It's www.fkp.com.au. So it's quite a big and well-known developer in Australia. So their subsidiary developed the East Quarter, and that's the East Quarter website. This is our phone number. So I have already registered you for this for inspection when it's ready. Okay, let's look at the East Quarter, some profiles that I did research on. So the East Quarter is actually built by the East Quarter Pty Limited. It's a subsidiary of FKP. The builder is Southern Cross. They built the Audi Center in Zeeland, so which is close to your place. And they also built quite a lot of different projects around Sydney. This is the project, the East Quarter project. They have a few different buildings. The first one is Marigold. It's a 12-level building. The Poppy, which is the tallest one, which is 17 stories. Lotus, it's a 12-story building. This is a news article about the project. As you can see here, like 230 apartments has already been sold, and they are now trying to get approval from the council to increase the number of apartments. Felix, let's just look at the spreadsheet that I have here. So as I have showed you before, it's like a prediction of 10-year time frame. The cash flow, the property gain, as you know that it's growing at 6%. So in 10 years time it's gonna double. So today I'm just gonna show you the difference between buying in existing property and buying off the plan property. So in this case, we just assume that the property you're gonna buy is gonna be 400,000. So the initial deposit, if you buy off the plan, is gonna be 40,000. If you buy existing, it's gonna be 80,000. The other ratio doesn't change. So let's look at here. This is when you buy off the plan. In this case, you're not gonna have a property to live in, so you still need to rent the place. So in this case, you pay $200. We just assume that you pay $200 rent a week. So you times 52, it's like a year. Times 2, then it's 2 years. You pay 20,800 in 2 years. But with the 40,000, that's your deposit. The 40,000 is your deposit. So you will deposit the money in the bank to earn interest rate. So in this case, the 40,000 is here, times by 6% per year, and times by 2, you will get 4,800 interest. Other than that, you don't need to pay anything before settlement. So you pay about 16,000 in 2 years. That's when you buy existing properties. Even though you got your own property, but you still need to pay rent. We just assume that you pay part of the rent for your own apartment. So in this case, you pay $200 a week, times by 52, which is like 1 year, and times by 2, which is 2 years. So you still pay the same rent, but you got rental income, which is here. The first year is going to be 20,800. The second year is going to be 22,880, 25,160. sum them up, it's going to be 68,000. However, you need to pay your mortgage. So the mortgage payment for the first year is going to be 25,600. Second year, 25,600. 25,600 for the third year. So when you add them up, sum them up all together, these three years, you will pay 76,800. Then you got your strata, which is around like $900 per quarter, times 2 years. Then it's going to be 7,200. And you got interest loss. So because the money you have to pay 80,000 upfront. So because like when you buy off the plan, you got interest payment which is 4,800. But when you buy existing property, you're gonna lose interest on the $8,000. The interest for $8,000 for 2 years is gonna be $7,952. So after all, the total you're gonna pay is gonna be $43,904. So when we compare the two scenarios, one, if you buy off the plan and rent in other places, you pay $16,000 a year, in 2 years, sorry. And if you buy existing one, it's gonna be $43,904 for 2 years. So you got a saving of $27,904. That's the difference between these two. So there's like a clear answer. In order to save money, it's better to buy off the plan. And also in 2 years time, you get a brand new apartment, which will help you to do your tax deduction because if you do buy second hand, you don't get much deduction.